Childhood lie. Have you ever been lied to when you were a kid? Let's watch the video and see what lies are about. John, Lucy, and Clark respectively tell their story about one time they have been fooled when they were kids. John, have you been fooled by your parents when you were a kid?
Yeah, absolutely. I still remember what happened when I was 4 years old. That's a long story.
Come on, buddy. Tell us.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
Okay, that was when I was going home on the first day of kindergarten. It was my dad who walked me home. At that time, my family lived in the countryside, and the kindergarten was not far away from my house. So, I always went to the kindergarten on foot every day. I told him I don't want to go to kindergarten, and I prefer to stay at home. He said to let him discuss with Mom first before answering me.
I once wished I had grown up in the countryside. I love rice fields and camping in the mountain a lot.
I have never been to the countryside. Will you take us there, John?
Yes, but let me finish my story first. Things would go fine until we passed a really weird manhole cover. It's painted yellow with the face of Pac-Man on it. I felt so funny and told my dad about it.
You're so childish, John.
Yeah, I know, but the story was not just that. My dad turned to a poker face and he told me he would reveal the truth. He said he wasn't my own father, but he had brought me home from that manhole cover on a summer night. Mom didn't tell me because she was afraid I would be sad.
What? No way. Did you believe that?
Of course, yes. My parents had never lied to me before, and I trusted them. I was shocked by this and cried a lot on the way home. My dad said I shouldn't be worried because my parents loved me a lot and would never abandon me, but I was still scared. I told him I would be obedient and went to the kindergarten.
Your dad shouldn't have told you that. That's hurtful.
I agree.
Yeah, after that, I became an obedient child because I was scared of being kicked out of my house. This is why I didn't dare tell my mom until I entered primary school. My new grade 1 teacher asked the whole class on day 1 to write down our birthday on the class information paper. I told her, I don't have a real birthday, and this is a complicated story.
Was she angry?
No, she tried to ask me, but I didn't tell her anything. And then, one of my friends from the kindergarten said loudly before the class,
He doesn't know his birthday because his parents brought him home from the Pac-Man manhole cover. Nobody knows his birthday.
What did your teacher do at that time?
The teacher was confused. After class, she called my mom to clarify it. My mom had no idea what was going on. She was like, What? No way! He's my son, my only son, and I gave birth to him.
Your dad should be worried.
Yeah, the rage of that woman.
My mom then scolded my dad a lot for saying that and didn't say a word to him for a month. For me, I felt serene because finally, I knew that I was my mom's true son.
Wow, I didn't expect that you could believe it for so many years. I was also told a lie once when I was a kid, but It didn't hurt as much as you.
Tell us your story.
Okay, when I was a kid, my mom and I lived in my grandparents' house because my dad was away. They had a cat called Mina, a female one. I felt so lonely because I didn't know those kids in the neighborhood and she was there to cheer me up and play with me. However, one morning after waking up, I tried to find her as usual, but I found out she had disappeared.
Did she leave?
Yeah, kind of. I asked my mom where she was, and my mom told me that Mina had headed to Los Angeles with her godmother. She wanted to become an actress.
What? The cat wanted to become an actress? Ridiculous.
At that age, I did believe that I could talk to her for real. Although I lost my best friend, I convinced myself that was good for her because she might become a superstar one day.
You're such a girl with an angelic heart, Lucy.
I agree.
You guys know what? 2 years later, I thought it was Mina when I saw a poster from the movie Dog and Cat. I still wondered if I might be wrong until the day it came out to the public. When I saw Mina acting in that movie, I was so moved. My little sister did it. She finally became an actress. I boasted about this all over the school and felt so proud until I was in grade 8. My family went to my grandparents' house to celebrate Thanksgiving. I told my grandpa about the successful actress Mina, but he turned to me and said with a gentle voice,
My sweetie, I'm sorry, but Mina died on the night before the day when your mother told you she was away.
Oh, my dear Lucy. It is such a sad story.
Yeah, I felt truly depressed after that. What about you, Clark? Did you have any similar experiences with us?
When I was a little kid like you guys, I was really curious about my parents' occupations. I asked Dad, "Hey, Dad, what do you do for a living?" And he told me he was an architect. He still loves his job until today. However, when I asked him about my mom's job, he didn't answer. I cried and forced him to tell me Mom's job or I would never play with him again. He laughed and murmured,
Your mother's occupation is top secret. You mustn't tell this to anyone, okay?
Okay, Daddy, you have my words,
I said. Then he put an arm onto my shoulder and said,
Your mom works for the CIA. Remember to keep it a secret because if other people know it, your mom will get into a lot of trouble.
And you believed that?
Of course, for 6 years. 6 years that I kept my mom's secret job.
You didn't ask your mom about it, did you?
He didn't do it. You know him, John.
Finally, I found out the truth. One day, my family went to the ice cream shop. I turned to my mom and smiled. Hey, Mom, I know your secret. You don't have to hide it from me. I'll protect you. Mom was like,
What are you talking about, Clark?
I told her Dad had told me the truth and she worked for the CIA and promised her I wouldn't tell anyone from 6 years ago. Mom was angry and scolded Dad on the way home. He laughed.
Ha ha ha. It was a kid's story long ago. I don't think that our son believes it.
I I guess we were all fooled by our parents.
But they are so memorable, right?
Yeah. I think it's too late now. I have to go home and prepare my meal.
Okay, bye Lucy. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment on my video. Please, subscribe to Learn English with Jessica channel to watch more helpful videos. Goodbye.